Welcome back to the Unconnoisseur channel, everybody. I'm your co-host, Drew.
And my name's Matt.
Today, we're going to do our first 10 on 10. Hopefully in 10 minutes or less, we're going to go over the first 10 albums that we have covered on this channel. Starting at number 100, the first album in our countdown in number 1. This was Loose Tubes, Delightful Precipice. It was released on Loose Tubes Limited in 1986.
Number 99 was Sons of Kemet. The album was Burn on the Niam label. It came out on CD and LP in 2013.
Number 98, Mr. Kamasi Washington, The Epic. And it was on Brain Feeder, LP, and CD in 2015.
Number 97, Cecile McLaurin Salvant. The album name is Woman Child. It came out on CD and LP in 2013.
Number 96, Mike Westbrook Concert Band. Album was Celebration, and it was on Durham, LP CD in 1967.
Number 95, Michael Garrick. The album Tropo. The label was Arco, and it came out on LP and CD in October of 1973.
Next, number 94, Mr. Gregory Porter. Album was Water. Matame was the album, was the record label, and that came out on CD and LP. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that correct. Motame. And that was released in 2009.
The next album, number 93, Brad Mehldau. The Art of the Trio Volume 1 is the name of the album. It was a Warner Brothers label, and it was only released on CD in 1996. Sir Brad.
Sir Brad. Number 92, we had Mr. Tubby Hayes. The album was Mexican Green, and Fontana was the record label. LP and CD, that was released in 1967.
The one we just covered, number 91, Jaco Pastorius, self-titled album, Jaco Pastorius. It was on the Epic label. It was released on LP and CD in 1975.
So on this 10 on 10, Matt, I want to ask you this. Have these first 10 albums shaken your world?
They shook me. They turned me upside down. Then they shook me some more. Then they emptied out my pockets. Then they shook me some more. I just can't get over it. I mean, I'm so excited about this journey, Drew. It's funny because the reason we started this was because we were so confined, I would say. No, I hate that word confined because it makes it sound like you don't have a choice. But we didn't know what we didn't know. And so this journey to me, learning about all this new music and listening to all this new music has literally shaken me up. So let me ask you the same question. Has it shaken your world?
You know, Matt, it has shaken my world. I think that I liked your word confined, but it wasn't confined. We just hadn't broken out. We hadn't ventured. I never ventured into jazz music, dabbled with it. We've again, history of us, we've been in the band. We've played music in our early childhood, but weren't introduced to the jazz end of things. And so to me, just to go through these first 100 albums has been...
First 10.
I'm sorry. First, yeah. I looked down at Loose Tubes, 100. First 10 albums, 10 on 10. It has shaken my world. And I like the way you described it. It was kicking and screaming. It was upside down. It shook everything out of my pockets. It rattled my brains. It brought me to an awareness that there's some really phenomenal music out there. Yeah, it really did shake my world.
So there were some artists that shook me a little more than others.
Okay.
Now, if I'm being completely honest, Kamasi, he shook me all around. He really did. I mean, he's the one that the last 10 weeks I've gone back to and listened. Gregory Porter has shaken me just because we're not fans of vocal jazz, and then you find an artist that resonates with you to your core and you don't mind listening to. He's kind of one that has really shaken me up. Sir Brad, if you've watched the episode, you know how we feel about Sir Brad. He shook both of us, and I'll just speak for Drew anyways on that topic. Jocko, that episode just released, and so you just watched Jocko, and you know what? He's very memorable. His sound is kind of one of a kind. You know when Jocko is playing, it's Jocko. There are, Tubby, for instance. I'm not going to say he didn't shake me, but his sound, you could get lost. It could be somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So those recognizable sounds to me of Kamazi, of Porter, Maldu, and Jocko, those are the ones that really resonate deep within me. Yep. How about you? Do you have
the
ones that resonated?
They did. Sons of Kemet. I think that what resonated was, first of all, their album Burn was killer, but Shabaka. When I started to listen to all the other stuff he did, shook me. Kamazi is currently shaking my world with the new album release he's got coming, with the tour that he's doing. Jocko absolutely shook my world. But how can we not say number 94 and 93? Gregory Porter and Brad Mehldau? Come on. Yeah. I mean, I will listen to every one of Brad's albums repetitively, as well I will with Gregory Porter. Tubby Hayes, just because of the extra rabbit hole we went down this week or last week with him, I appreciate the documentaries and everything that's out there, but Jocko as well. I mean, come on. So one of the reasons I would say that this has really shaken my world over the last 10 weeks, Matt, is just our conversation. It started as, hey, let's check out some jazz music. And for us personally, we're at the top 100 down to 91 albums. But this has been going on for a year. And just to have these conversations weekly, to journey on this with you has been phenomenal. It's been a great joy. I know that we've got 2 years of recordings ahead of us and another year through the magazine, but it's been a blast. So the whole journey has shaken my world. Yeah. I do want to ask you go ahead.
Let me real quick. The funny part about that is I know it's going to be a good week when our conversation on Tuesday and then Tuesday evening, we're already texting, oh man. You know what I mean? I know it's going to be a good week in music just because of our journey together. I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. I know we've said that before, but I really cannot imagine going down this journey with anyone else. It's been such a fun ride. And I hope you guys are enjoying our shows and our conversations. Yeah. Leave a comment on the video, please. If you like what we're doing, give us a like. Give us a comment.
Absolutely. Hit us up. So I want to ask you this as we wrap up this 10 for 10. Has it changed your listening habits? And if so, briefly, how?
Well, I'm a Need to Breathe fan. I'm a Gaelic Storm fan. But I find myself not going back to those quite as much after this first 10 weeks. And I've got jazz in my ears quite a bit. How about you?
It has really impacted the way in which not only the music that I listen to, but the way in which I listen to the world around me. There's so much being said in the music, so much in the documentary, so much in these conversations that you start to really take a deep breath. And I'm beginning to respect the open conversation, the dialogue between you and I, as well as with other people outside. I might be a little bit more patient. You've said it before. It's calmed you down. I know you're watching that clock. So am I. I got 10 seconds on mine. I know that I saw that bumper sticker. It said, honk louder, I'm listening to jazz. And I kind of feel like that in that moment. And so I think that that's the important part. Yes, my listening habits have changed both in the music and in the world around us.
All right. That's 10 for 10.
10 for 10, baby.
We look forward to doing that for the next 10 albums. Stay with us for the upcoming episodes and follow us on our journey. Thanks a lot, guys.
We're going from 100 down to 1. It's like Casey Kasem's countdown, baby. So this was 100 to 91. Stay tuned for the next 10 to come.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.